Hi everyone, let me start with a simple thought. We live in a world that rewards noise. The louder someone is, the more confident they seem. The more we post, talk, or share, the more visible we become. But here's something I've learned over time. Not everyone who's quiet is lost. Silence doesn't always mean weakness, confusion, or isolation. Sometimes it means peace. Sometimes it means focus. And often it means someone is choosing to protect their energy, not waste it. Let's be honest. In our workplaces, classrooms, and even families, we often assume the quiet ones don't have ideas. We say things like, she's too shy. He doesn't seem engaged. They don't participate enough. But maybe what we're missing is this. Some people aren't quiet because they have nothing to say. They're quiet because they're thinking first. They process before they speak. They listen before they react. They pause, not because they're lost, but because they're careful. And that's a kind of intelligence we don't celebrate enough. When I was younger, I thought silence was uncomfortable. I would fill every quiet space with words, as if being quiet meant something was wrong. But as I got older, I realized that silence isn't the absence of life. It's where life actually settles down. In quiet moments, you can finally hear yourself think. You start noticing what really matters. You realize what you want to keep and what you need to let go of. Silence helps you process experiences, emotions, and decisions. It's where healing starts. That's why so many people go quiet after a big change, after losing someone, failing at something, or just feeling tired. They're not disappearing, they're recharging. We often underestimate quiet people, but they're the ones who create stability in teams and families. They listen, they observe, they keep balance. In meetings, they might not speak first, but when they do, their words carry weight because they've already thought things through. In friendships, they may not always give advice, but they make you feel seen and safe. And in leadership, some of the most respected people lead quietly, not with noise or pressure, but with calm consistency. That's real strength. Let's talk about the in-between, those quiet seasons when nothing exciting seems to be happening. You're not where you used to be, but you're not yet where you want to go. It feels like a pause, and it can be frustrating. But that's often the part where you're really actually growing the most. You just don't see it yet. Just like plants grow roots before you see leaves, people grow internally before they bloom externally. So when someone says, "You've been quiet lately," that's not always a bad thing. It could mean you're focused, you're resetting, you're learning to move with purpose, not pressure. Being quiet doesn't mean being lost. It means you're walking your path. Maybe slower, maybe different, but still moving. Sometimes, the quiet ones are the ones who see the bigger picture because they're not distracted by the noise. They're not raising anyone. They're not performing for attention. They're simply growing privately, intentionally, and at their own pace. And that's something we should respect, not question. So here's something I hope you take away today. The next time you meet someone quiet in your team, in class, at work, or even at home, don't assume they're disconnected or confused. Instead, recognize that they might be processing, observing, or healing. And if you're the one who's quiet one, stop apologizing for it. You don't have to compete with noise to matter. Your stillness has its own kind of power. Some people speak to be heard. Others stay quiet to stay centered. Both are valid. They just serve different purposes. So, if today's talk resonates with you, take a few minutes after this to just be still. No phone, no music, just breathe. Remember this: you can be silent and still be strong. You can be quiet and still be moving forward. And you can be unseen yet still be on the right path. Not everyone who's quiet is lost. Some are just focused. Some are healing. And some are simply at peace. This is my Porte. And thank you for spending this moment of quiet with me.